The first competition of the event this morning is the JCB Racing competition. The drivers have been seated in a random order, and all the drivers are going to take on the track and the clock as they compete to get the best time. And that driver with the best time will walk away with the first 8 points towards becoming the BKT overall event champion. Cleveland, Ohio. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
We're going to get ready to kick things off. Just a reminder that if any of our drivers hit that gray turn pod out there on the track, out of its perimeter, they will be assessed a 5-second penalty. So we're going to kick things off here with our first driver. Please welcome Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Those staging lights lit at the far end of the race lane. Outside, yellow lights means our drivers need to fire their engine and head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means they're staged and ready to go. Cleveland, let's rock!
Let's hear it for Megalodon with a time of 12.933.
You can take a look at the replay right there. Kevin Crocker, Megalodon sets the tone here for the rest of our field of competitors. So the time to beat is 12.933 from Megalodon. We're going to continue on with our second driver. It's Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Vendetta with a great time yesterday, 10.856. A very fast time for him. We'll see if he can do a personal best here this afternoon and maybe even take the top spot away from Megalodon. He comes up to the starting line here. You can keep an eye out on those staging lights there for Vendetta as we get set to go green.
Let's hear it for Vendetta.
There is a 5-second penalty assessed there to Vendetta. You can see on the super glue glued to the action replay, he hits the gray turn pod out of the perimeter. So a 5-second penalty is added on, 16.042. Our third driver up, it's Bari Musauer, Zombie. He was last night's JCB Racing winner with a time of 10.723. And again, just a reminder, 5-second penalty there on Vendetta for moving that great turn pod out of the perimeter, and he gets a 16.042. Zombie last night collected his first 8 points and also set the tone for the rest of our drivers here in JCB Racing. The first driver out yesterday night. Will he be able to do that again here this afternoon? He inches to the starting line. We're about to find out.
Make some noise for Zombie with a time of 12.310.
Seems to be a little tackier out on this track. We're seeing a little bit of a slower run from our drivers. 12.310 from Zombie, but that does put him in the top spot. So he crosses the finish line with a time of 12.310, and that is the time to beat. Coming up next, please welcome Chris Kohler, Mayhem. $12.310, the time to beat now by Zombie as Chris Kohler and Mayhem looks to see what time he can clock in here this afternoon.
Make some noise for Mayhem with a time of 18.456.
So also keep in mind, fans, that the front BKT tires, one of them must go up the face of the takeoff ramp towards the finish line. Both of his tires, and including the entire Monster Jam truck, did not make the face of the takeoff ramp. So he was assessed a 5-second penalty. In total, you could be assessed 10 seconds worth of penalties out here this afternoon. Reminder, 18.456 for Mayhem. We're going to move on to our fifth driver. It's Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. JCB Arena Racer of the Year. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack, definitely knows how to maneuver this track here. We'll see if he can collect his first 8 points of this afternoon here. He gets squared to the finish line, or to the starting line here.
Let's hear it for Jurassic Attack with a time of 10.973.
You can take a look at the replay. They did have to review it to see where that left tire was. And from my advantage point, and of course our Monster Jam officials, that tire barely scraped that white chalk line. So he is now on top of the leaderboard, 10.973 for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Let's get those trucker horn signals going for our next competitor, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. She must beat a time of 10.973 set by Jurassic Attack.
Let me hear it for Lucas Stabilizer with a time of 10.882.
We got a new leader, Lucas Stabilizer, Cynthia Gauthier. New fast time, 10.882. A clean run there from Lucas Stabilizer. And she is now on top of the leaderboard, 10.882, the new time to beat. Our second to last driver here in the JCB Racing Competition. Please welcome Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. He's looking for his first JCB Racing win of the weekend. Gets up to the starting line here. 10.882 is on his mind.
Make some noise for Gravedigger with a time of 10.713.
Another lead change. Gravedigger is now your new time to beat, 10.713. So with that, this is our last truck. 10.713, Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger is the time to beat, and this man stands in the way of Gravedigger collecting his first 8 points, and that is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He needs to get a time faster than 10.713 to secure his win here this afternoon.
Let's hear it for El Toro Loco with a time of 10.25.
That means, Monster Jam fans, El Toro Loco and Armando Castro is your JCB Racing winner. The official time clocked in by our Monster Jam officials. You saw the clock continuing to run there, but they clocked in a time of 10.250, making him your JCB Racing winner and collecting his first 8 points of the night. Cleveland, let's hear it for your winner. A great start to the weekend here for Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Now he's standing by here with Alex Miniak on top of the pod as our JCB Racing winner.
Armando the Crazy Bull, crazy fast in JCB Racing.
Man, I knew it was going to be very difficult from the beginning. As you guys can see, there is holes on top of this pod. It is very ruddy on this dirt here in Cleveland, but we know exactly what we're coming into. You know, during the introduction, that's the only really time we get a feel for the dirt, and I knew it was going to be tacky, but yeah, I had to come out here, give it a 1-2 shift, stay really tight to that turn pod, and I made sure if I can nail this last turn right here, I think we'll be all right. But hey, Cleveland, you guys liking it so far? Make some noise!
Armando, what are you cooking up for two-wheel skills coming up next?
Man, I'm always cooking up something, man. I am the defending, reigning two-wheel skills champion. You know, I'm going to come out here and throw down some crazy moves on two wheels, man. That's literally one of my favorite competition. It takes so much skills to come out here and take one of these 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks and balance it on those front BKT tires. These trucks have 1,500 horsepower, but hey, this is the first competition where you guys, each and every one of you guys, pull out your smartphone, get on judgezone.com, slide that BKT tire up or down, and make sure every time I come out here, I'm going to do my job and lay it out here for you guys. You guys do your job. Get on there, man. Give out Toro Loco 10, baby. But let's go, Cleveland. Let's make some noise.
Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Congratulations to Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. That is his winning run here in JCB Racing, collecting that 10.250 across the finish line. So he is now on top of the BKT overall event leaderboard with 8 points. Right behind him, Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger in second. Lucas Stabilizer, a great pass for her. She now sits in third. Jurassic Attack, Zombie, Megalodon, Vendetta, and Mayhem round out your 8 competitors. Coming up next, though, we are going to have the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. This is where our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their sickest tricks. And you, the fans, this will be your first opportunity to get those scores locked in at judgezone.com and pick the winner. Myself or Jack will let you know what you see out on the track. You might see some combination moves, bicycles, wheelies, poppers, stoppies, or some new inventive move that you've never seen before. We'll let you know what you see out on the track. In the meantime, scan that QR code, get a jump start there at judgezone.com because Monster Jam Skills is coming up in just a moment.
Monster Jam fans, I've been hanging out with Kyron and just watching some incredible Monster Jam, and we've been having a good time. Who's your favorite again, Kyron?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger, of course, you were happy with Gravedigger's time earlier. Didn't quite get number 1, but maybe later on. But you know who could get number 1 is you. Because we're going to play a game, Kyron. We're going to play a little game called Helmet Shuffle. And the way Helmet Shuffle works is we're going to look at the big screen up here, and we're going to take 3 helmets, and we're going to put a trophy underneath one of those helmets. Then we're going to mix them all up, and you got to pick which one has the trophy under it. You got it?
Got it.
All right, folks. Now you can help Kyron out here. Let's go ahead and get those helmets bouncing. Make sure to keep your eye on where that trophy is. And we are shuffling. Again, keep your eye on where that trophy could be. Cleveland, Ohio, feel free to help Kyron out. Now, which one do you think it is?
3.
You seem pretty confident. Do you want to stick with 3?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going with 3. Let's take a look. And it looks like it's not under 1 or 2. Kyron, it is under number 3. What an incredible job you did. You correct the right one. You picked the correct helmet. We're going to give you a prize, Kyron. How do you feel?
Great.
Great. We got a lot more Monster Jam action for you. We're going to give you a prize here in just a little bit. Let's keep things going with some more Monster Jam.
That's right, Jack. Coming up is the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, and this, of course, is where you, the fans, are going to help us crown your very first winner here by using JudgesZone.com. And for more on that, we're going to throw it back. Who's hanging out in the stands? So Monster Jam fans, this is just to remind you how we're going to use JudgesZone.com. So like Jack said earlier, you're going to take out your smartphone and you're going to log on to JudgesZone.com. You can also scan the QR code that's going to pop up here in just a moment. What you're going to do is you're going to put in the code CLE. And then, as long as you don't log off of that, you should only have to put that code in once. You're going to see a BKT tire. You're going to score up. If you think if the trick is really cool, the highest you can, or all the way low if you didn't think that trick was that great, all right? So you're going to be in charge of that, up or down to the score you think our driver deserved, and you're going to click submit. Now, that's the most important part about judging at JudgesZone.com. You must click submit in order to enter your score. Keep in mind you'll have 20 seconds to lock in your score there at JudgesZone.com. When you see those ribbon boards turn red, that is your notice that you're now officially on the clock. With all that said and done, are you ready for the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge? Our first driver coming up, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Popper back into a moonwalk here for Chris Kohler, Mayhem, with one more attempt remaining.
Let's hear it for Mayhem. Scoring is open. Go to JudgesZone.com. You've got 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
So you can see the QR code up on the video board. You can scan that if you didn't get time to do so. As we continue to watch that replay brought to you by the original Super Glue Glued to the Action replay, we had the popper back into the moonwalk, of course, and then another popper off of the big takeoff ramp there. Time to get those scores in. JudgesZone.com, and the scores are in. Let's see that score for Mayhem. He's going to kick things off with a 5.651, and that will set the tone for the rest of our drivers. Our next driver up is Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Popper for Vendetta. Going back to the same ramp, another popper.
Let's hear it for Vendetta. Scoring is open over at judgeszone.com. Head over to judgeszone.com, lock in those scores. You have 20 seconds.
We're going to take a look at that replay there. He opts for a different part of the obstacle, a different angle, and that gives him 2 poppers there for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. The score to be 5.6, 5-1, and your scores are locked in. Let's see that score for Vendetta. 3.670. So Vendetta is the score to beat here. Our 2 drivers have just finished their 2 attempts. On deck, we've got Jurassic Attack, Megalodon, Zombie, Gravedigger, and Lucas Stabilizer. But coming up next, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. The balance, the control, the little smoke out of the nose. The popper, stoppy combination, sits it back down. Popper, a tiny nose wheelie back into the moonwalk, into a stoppy. Walks it up across the pod.
Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds.
Turn those cheers into some scores now at judgeszone.com. The bird's eye view there of El Toro Loco. The crazy bull getting crazy out here. This is why he's your 2024 World Finals Skills Challenge winner here. Armando putting on a clinic. Now let's see if those scores, or now let's see if those 2 attempts will reflect in the scoring. Let's see that score. Your score for El Toro Loco, 9.698. We got a new leader. And with that, El Toro Loco takes the top spot, 9.698 from you fans. Mayhem and Vendetta currently sitting in second and third, with Megalodon, Zombie, Gravedigger, and Lucas Stabilizer yet to come. Our fourth driver coming up, Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. Reverse popper, wheelie across the pod.
Let me hear you roar for Jurassic Attack. Head over to judgeszone.com, lock those scores in. You've got 20 seconds.
The Triceratops defying gravity, defying the laws of physics there, doing some crazy combination moves there for Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. Now it's time to see where you're going to put him in this competition. A big score you put for El Toro Loco, 9.698. Your score for Jurassic Attack is... you gave him a 6.959. So El Toro Loco still on top of the leaderboard here as we are halfway through the Monster Jam Skills Challenge with 4 more drivers remaining. Up next, Zombie, Gravedigger, Lucas Stabilizer, as we get set to see Kevin Crocker, Megalodon!
Make some noise for Megalodon and head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
All right, Megalodon and Kevin Crocker, his 2 attempts, and you can take a look at that replay. Now, keep in mind, when you see these replays up on the video board, you can use those replays to help you lock in the scores. It'll show you different angles. It'll show you different ways to see how these drivers are driving throughout the skills competition. Scoring is locked. Your score for Megalodon coming to the video board is a 4.006. 3 more drivers remain in this competition before you will crown your very first Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge winner. This will be the first time you have let us know what you think. And also, these drivers will earn the first second points of the night. Our next driver to the track, Zombie and Bari Musauer.
Let me hear you scream for Zombie. Judging is now open at judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
Barry Musauer and Zombie there. The first combination moves, poppers into moonwalks, into reverse poppers, walking it and driving it across the track. And then we saw that second attempt there. And now it's time for you to decide Zombie's fate here in judgeszone.com. The score to beat still El Toro Loco, 9.698. And scores are in. 6.631, good enough to put him in third. Gravedigger on deck, followed by Lucas Stabilizer. 2 drivers remain before we crown another winner. On top of the leaderboard, El Toro Loco. Coming up, it is Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. You better get those pictures now. Popper, moonwalk back into a reverse popper and just sits it there on the wheelie bar. Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger, one more attempt. It is not deja vu, it is a new combination back on the front tires there, back into a popper and now stoppy. The wave to the crowd.
Make some noise for Gravedigger. Scoring is open.
Take a look at the replay. Combination after combination. We call him the Combination King. Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger, your 2023 Skills World Finals champion. That's why he is a champion. Now it's time to see if you are going to put him in the top spot. This is going to be interesting to see. 9.698. That is the score to beat from El Toro Loco. Cleveland, let's see that score for Gravedigger. Wow, 9.688. Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger, not too thrilled to see that. Still puts him in the second position though, but El Toro Loco, currently your score to beat. With one more driver remaining, you are going to allow us all to know what your thoughts and feelings are on who the best driver here this afternoon was, as our last driver makes it to the track. And that is Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
Honk those big rig horns for Lucas Stabilizer and head on over to judgeszone.com.
All right, she is our last driver here of the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, and now you will decide, is it going to be Lucas Stabilizer or is it going to be El Toro Loco? That is the score to beat. Armando Castro with a 9.698. And now, we await your scores at judgeszone.com. Your scores are locked in. Your score for a Lucas Stabilizer is 7.017. Cleveland, you have spoken. El Toro Loco and Armando Castro is your Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge winner.
Armando, I haven't seen that much moonwalking since Michael Jackson. That was incredible stuff, man. How did you pull that off?
I told you from the beginning, after the racing, I was going to come out here and throw down some crazy two-wheel skills moves, man. This is literally some of the perfect dirt to do some of that stuff because it's literally so grippy that it takes, almost like effortless to get it back up there. But like I said, it takes a lot of skills to come out here and be just go through the motions, not worry, freak out in the truck because literally it is so unnatural to be like this in this position. So, man, I had to come out here and throw it down for you Cleveland fans. What you guys think about the two-wheel skills, baby? Make some noise!
More skills coming up, like a sky wheelie. How are you going to use those two wheels to your advantage?
Well, I got a question to you guys, Cleveland. Have you guys ever seen a bull jump in the sky and touch the roof? Do you guys want to see it? Come on, Cleveland. Do you guys want to see it? Make some noise. Well, let's get it cracking, baby. We're just getting started. That's exactly how we want to finish the first half. Take the racing win, two-wheel skills, and bring down momentum to the rest of the competition. But más que todo, eso no está aquí por todos mis latinos, man. Si se puede, arriba los latinos. Cleveland, make some noise if you're having fun at Monster Jam.
2 for 2, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
It has been all El Toro Loco this first half of Monster Jam, and that is his 2 winning attempts here in the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. So now he is perfect here in the first half. We're going to go up to our BKT overall event leaderboard. And of course, right behind him is Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, followed by Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer, Jurassic Attack, Zombie, Megalodon, Mayhem, and Vendetta round out your 8 competing drivers. Well, right now, this is halftime. Be sure to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise, and of course, meet us right back here because coming up, we've got Freestyle Motocross. We still have the Sky Wheelie competition and Monster Jam Freestyle. The second half of Monster Jam is going to be insane, so meet us right back here after halftime.
Jam, it's time for the Sky Wheelie competition. That means we're going to see some big air, but hey, you are our official judges this evening, so that means you have to look for how high these trucks go, just how vertical those Monster Jam trucks go. Let's look for some creativity as well, and let's also look for that big wow factor as you go to judgeszone.com and judge these Sky Wheelies. Now, folks, I just have one last question for you all, and that's who's ready for Sky Wheelies?
Our first competitor coming up, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
Honk those horns for Lucas Stabilizer as you head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores. You've got 20 seconds.
Hey, she kicks things off here, uses the log ramp, gets some nice height, and some pretty nice vertical position there too. Kind of lost part of the Lucas Stabilizer in the meantime, but nonetheless, Let's try to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Scores are in. Let's see that score for Lucas Stabilizer to kick things off. You gave her a 6.963. Coming up next, we got Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
Make some noise for Mayhem. Head over to judgeszone.com, lock in those scores. You got 20 seconds.
Take a look at the replay there from Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Not quite the vertical position, but he does get a wheelie in. So will it be enough? That's up to you to decide right now as scoring is open. Judgeszone.com, the score to beat 6.963. And your score for Mayhem is a 4.042.
Let me hear you scream for Zombie. Head over to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
All right, Cleveland, what do you think about that sky wheelie attempt there for Bari Musauer and Zombie? We're going to take a look at that replay. Height, look at how high he flies there. Do you think he got the vertical position? I don't know. From my angle, it looks pretty good over here. All right, scores are locked. Your score to beat 6.963. Your score for Zombie is 8.253. We got a new leader. So now he is on top of the leaderboard. 8.253 from Zombie and Bari Musauer. That is because you, the fans, decided that at judgeszone.com. And we are going to move into our fourth driver here in just a moment. Bari Musauer and Zombie, your score to beat. Up next, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Throw up the horns for El Toro Loco and go to judgeszone.com. Let me hear you make some noise, folks.
All right, that was a great execution of a sky wheelie there for El Toro Loco. A good attempt there. Will it be strong enough, though, to take the lead from Zombie, who currently has an 8.253. We just saw the replay. Scores are locked. Your score for El Toro Loco, 7.067 right now. That puts him in the second spot.
Make some noise for Megalodon as you head over to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
All right, Megalodon gets his one attempt in. And now keep in mind, all of our drivers only get one attempt to execute their best sky wheelie. So the pressure is on. You have to be perfect from the start here. Megalodon awaiting your scores now at judgeszone.com. The score to beat Zombie, 8.253. Scores are in. Your score for Megalodon, 6.616. So you can see where we stand right now in the Sky Wheelie competition. Zombie currently in the lead right by El Toro Loco, Lucas Stabilizer, Megalodon, and Mayhem. There are your five. Now also, if you look at that really closely, El Toro Loco will not look to sweep here as Zombie has taken that top spot. But El Toro Loco obviously still in the running for a BKT overall event championship. Zombie, though, has now made sure that he will not be 3 for 3 here this afternoon. Barami Sour Zombie in the lead, 8.253. We got Mike Christensen, Vendetta.
Give it up for Vendetta. Locking those scores now at judgeszone.com.
All right. Vendetta, Mike Christensen. We're going to take a look at that replay. What do you think about that now? Vendetta getting some nice elevation and vertical position. Will it be enough? Scores are locked in. We're going to go straight to scores. Your score for Vendetta is 5.927. Our second to last driver coming up, we got Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack.
Roar for the dinosaur. Make some noise for Jurassic Attack. And head over to judgeszone.com to lock in those scores.
Second to last competitor, Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. We'll see where you put him in this competition. Score to beat Zombie, 8.253. And let's see that score right now. Score for Jurassic Attack is 6.710. That puts him in the 4th spot. One driver remains before you crown your next winner using judgeszone.com. Zombie in the lead, 8.253. That is your top spot held by Zombie, El Toro Loco, Lucas Stabilizer. And one more driver remains. Tyler Miniga, Gravedigger.
Make some noise for Gravedigger. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
He is our last driver remaining here. It will be between Zombie or Gravedigger, and it will be up to you to decide. Right now, only 3 seconds remain at judgeszone.com, and now scoring is closed. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Zombie, 8.253. Cleveland, your score for Gravedigger is 9.035. Your winner of the Wheelie competition, Gravedigger.
Tyler saving the best for last in those sky wheelies. The comeback is on.
That's right. You know what? I was a little frustrated after that two-wheel skills. We had an awesome pass, but you know what? We're coming back swinging out here. That sky wheelie was awesome, but Cleveland, you guys got to know what's next, right? Gravedigger created it. That's right. Monster Jam Freestyle, baby. I can almost guarantee you that each and every one of you guys came here for one reason, and that's Monster Jam Freestyle. And I'm ready to rip up. I'm ready to rip it up here in Cleveland, Ohio here today. And I'm telling you one thing. I'm coming out last. And I can promise you, the louder you guys get when that black and green wrecking machine comes out on this floor, the harder I'm going to drive that truck. So Cleveland, I got one question for you. Who's ready for Monster Jam Freestyle?
The winning sky wheelie attempt there for Tyler Miniga, and Gravedigger lands hard on those back tires there. Nice air, nice vertical position, and you chose him to be your winner, which now, take a look. It will literally come down to Monster Jam Freestyle. 22 points are now shared by El Toro Loco and Gravedigger. So that is where we stand coming into the last competition, Monster Jam Freestyle. And speaking of that, let's take a look at what you're going to have to look at to being the judges of this last competition. Our drivers must complete 15 seconds to qualify for a score. You fans need to be looking for the creativity, the big air, the combination moves you saw in the skills challenge, wow factors, and the use of the entire obstacle. That is coming up in just a moment. If you're loving all the action, make sure you join us in Salt Lake City, Utah for the Monster Jam World Finals 24. happening July 4th weekend. Tickets are on sale at monsterjam.com. All kinds of information there. 2 days of nonstop action.
What an incredible event so far tonight here at Monster Jam. And I was just hanging out with my pal Hudson here talking about how good the show is. How are you enjoying it, Hudson?
Good.
Good. Now, you said you are a super Monster fan, and I figured I would test that and see just how much of a fan you are and see how much knowledge you have. But listen, I'm not going to ask you the question. The gentleman we just saw out there, Tyler Menninga, driver of Gravedigger's, got a question for you. Let's take a look at what he has to say.
What's up, Monster Jam fans? It's Tyler Menninga. It's time for some Monster Jam trivia. What is the frame of a Monster Jam truck made of? A, wood. B, tubular steel. C, plastic. D, building blocks. If you don't answer, let me hear it.
So, Hudson, you got a couple different options there. Everyone here in Cleveland, do you have any ideas? You want to give Hudson some hints? Okay. Okay, so I think it's B. Let's take a look here. You're correct. It is B. You're just as big of a fan as you promised you were. Hudson, you got it right. You proved that you're a huge Monster Jam fan. So what you're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let you walk away with a little something. Since it was a Gravedigger question, we got a Gravedigger plush here for you to take home. This is yours. Thank you so much for helping us out. And folks, if you want to take one of these homes, do yourself a favor, head over to one of our merch tents. You can pick up a Gravedigger plush of your own to take home right here tonight.
Well, Monster Jam fans, you can see you up on our social media board by using the hashtag Monster Jam. Take a selfie, take some videos, take some pictures of you, your friends, your family, maybe just the person sitting next to you, who knows, and maybe take some pictures of what's happening out on the track. Use that hashtag Monster Jam, and you might see yourself up on the video board here throughout the rest of the competition here, Monster Jam Freestyle, and that is coming up next.
It is time for the pinnacle of Monster Jam, the Monster Jam Freestyle! Scoring is open. Head on over to judgeszone.com.
All right, Kevin Crocker, Megalodon takes a little bit of a tumble there, but nonetheless leads up to an exciting end of his freestyle run. Take a look at the Super Glue to the action replay. Now keep in mind that is a highlight package for each and every one of our drivers, and you can use that to get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com. The little tumble there, a little tuna roll. How about that? Get those scores locked in at Judges Zone. Scores are in. Let's see that score, 6.930.
We've got a hot start here to the freestyle, and I'm hanging out with my buddy Brentley here, and we've been talking a little bit about our favorite different trucks. Brentley, who was your favorite truck again?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. Good day so far for Gravedigger, but you love all of the trucks. And so we're going to play a game. We're going to throw it up to the screen here. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly reveal a truck, and you got to tell me which one it is. Cleveland, feel free to help out. Are you ready for this, Brentley?
Yes.
All right, let's do it, folks. Some of it's getting revealed. Any idea?
I see Megalodon.
Say Megalodon. Are you sure?
Yes.
Seems pretty positive. Cleveland, you agree it looks like Megalodon? All right, let's see what we got here. It is Megalodon. You did it, Brentley.
Yep.
Are you feeling good?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're going to be feeling a little bit better as we got this special gift for you at Monster Jam Showdown, which you can get wherever video games are sold. You can play this with you, your family, and your friends. Brentley, thank you so much for playing the game, and let's get ready for more Monster Jam.
Yeah.
I look like the trailer truck.
What are you doing? You just hit me.
The Monster Jam Showdown video game is available right now.
All right, well, we saw Kevin Crocker and Megalodon wrap up his freestyle 6.930. That's the score to beat. On deck, we've got Vendetta, Lucas Stabilizer, and Zombie coming up here in just a little bit. Keep in mind that our drivers must complete 15 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. You fans need to be looking for the use of the entire obstacle, even the entire track. Do they have to stop and back up? Do they have to slow their momentum down? Those are all things that you need to keep an eye out when you're watching this freestyle run from each and every one of our competitors. We're going to move along now to our next driver, Mike Christensen, Vendetta.
Let's hear it for Vendetta. Scoring is open.
All right, we're going to see that replay brought to you by the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay. Mike Christensen, Vendetta, there he is. Give him a round of applause. These drivers work hard on these Monster Jam trucks, especially during a 4-event arena weekend here. So Mike Christensen, Vendetta, going to take that truck back. Get it ready for tonight as well. Scores are locked in. Let's see that score. Your score for Vendetta is 6.901. Up next, it's Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Get those trucker signals going.
Let's hear for Lucas Stabilizer. Scoring is open.
A nice run. Lots of momentum throughout her run there as well. We're going to take a look at her highlight reel coming up on the video board right now. Lucas Stabilizer and Cynthia Gauthier await your scores now. She's our third driver here to attack the track in Monster Jam Freestyle. 6.930. That is the score for Megalodon, and that is the score to beat. Let's see that score right now. Scores are locked. Lucas Stabilizer's score is 7.145. We got a new leader. So you can see where we stand right now in the freestyle competition. Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer is now the new score to beat. 7.145 Megalodons. Kevin Crocker currently sitting in second, while Vendetta and Mike Christensen currently sit in third. 6.901. On deck, we've got Zombie. We still have Jurassic Attack, Mayhem, El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger. Like I said, it's going to come down to Monster Jam Freestyle. The two-way tie right now for first. Gravedigger and El Toro Loco both have 22 points. Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer there in your top three with 17. Right behind her is Bari Musauer and Zombie. Dalton White, Jurassic Attack, currently sitting in fifth with 14 points. And then we've got Megalodon, Mayhem, and Vendetta rounding out our 8 drivers. Cleveland, if you're ready to see some more freestyle, I need you to scream! This is Bari Musauer, Zombie!
Everybody scream for Zombie! Scoring is now open.
He lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Bari Musauer and Zombie take a look at the replay. Lines up. And there you have it. The Zombie flips around, lands back on all fours. And now we will see what she thought about that. Score to beat 7.145, Lucas Stabilizer. Cleveland, let's see that score for Zombie. You just got a new leader with Bari Musauer, Zombie 9.410. Well, you just put Zombie in the top spot, 9.410, and he is now the new score to beat. We're halfway through our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Lucas Stabilizer, Megalodon, and Vendetta. We still have Jurassic Attack, Mayhem, El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger coming to the track. We got our next driver up, Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack.
Let's hear you roar for the dinosaur. Scoring is open for Jurassic Attack.
We've got that replay up on the video board to help you get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. He uses some of that technical skill we saw on the skills challenge there throughout his run, so keep that in mind when you're getting those scores locked in right now. Score to beat is Zombie 9.410, and your score for Jurassic Attack is 7.307. That's good enough to put him in second currently. Three more drivers remain. We've got Mayhem, El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger all getting ready for their freestyle run. We got Chris Kohler and Mayhem coming up next.
Make some noise for Mayhem. Scoring is open.
All right, Chris Kohler and Mayhem. We're going to see his replay up on the video board right now with the score to beat. Still Zombie 9.410. Uses the entire track. Did you like the momentum? Did you see anything cool out there on the track? Get those scores locked in, judgeszone.com. The new Mayhem body there. And scores are locked. Let's see that score for Mayhem. You gave him a score of a 6.013.
Monster Jam fans, I'm hanging out here with Brett. And to introduce our next truck, I'm going to pass the microphone on over to him. Brett, who's coming out next?
Let's hear it for El Toro Loco!
Let's hear it for El Toro Loco. Head over to judgeszone.com right now.
Great momentum throughout that entire freestyle run. We saw some moves that we saw on the skills challenge there from him as well, but overall some great run there for El Toro Loco. Was it enough though to take the lead? 9.410. That is the score to beat. We didn't see the the backflip. We didn't see some other things that we saw from Bari. Was that though enough to still take the lead? Momentum was there. Speed was there. Scores are locked. Let's see that score for El Toro Loco. 7.183. That puts him in the second spot. On the count of three, I need you all to say Gravedigger. 1, 2, 3.
Make some noise for Gravedigger. Judgeszone.com.
We just saw a great freestyle there for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Lots of different technical skills there used in our skills challenge here. And a little pirouette. I thought I saw that. I talked about it in the sky wheelie competition. We saw that right now in the freestyle competition. Uses that pod and turns himself around. Scores are locked. Zombie, your score to be 9.410. Your score for Gravedigger is 9.143, good enough for the second spot, which means your freestyle winner is Cleveland's own Bari Musauer Zombie. But was it enough to capture the second BKT Overall Event Championship? Take a look at the video board. 7 in JCB Racing, 7 in the two-wheel skills competition, 8 in the sky wheelie competition. Now, remember, El Toro Loco and Gravedigger were tied, so the tie goes to the highest score in freestyle for a total of 29 points. Your BKT Overall Event champion is Tyler Menninga Gravedigger.
Tyler, the comeback is complete. You pull off the impossible and come back, win freestyle, and you take home this BKT Overall Event Championship. Nice work.
Yeah, you know what? This is awesome. Got my man Brian right here and Matt in the back. And, man, they're tearing up the wrenches for me out here. This one's for these guys right here, man. But you know what, Cleveland? We had to come show them who's the 4-time Arena Series champion for a reason in that freestyle. I didn't quite get to that backflip. Man, I wanted to. But Cleveland, I had a blast here today. I hope you guys had fun. And I told you, when it's time for freestyle, Gravedigger knows how to do it. And I just showed you why right there. Cleveland, we got 2 more this weekend. And if you like what you see, Detroit, Michigan, and Ford Field isn't very far either in a football stadium. Next Saturday, next Sunday. But anyways, I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you, Cleveland. I'll see you next time.
Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger, your BKT Overall Event Champion.
And now we're going to talk to our freestyle winner, Cleveland's own Bari Musauer Zombie, your freestyle winner.
Bari, I always think you have an advantage with the arms on that zombie truck. You always reaching for the sky, and you pulled off the victory there in freestyle.
Man, how about that, Cleveland? That backflip was for you, baby! Woo! Man, zombie arms on a Saturday afternoon. I couldn't ask for anything better here in my hometown, born and raised right here in Cleveland, Ohio. It's awesome to come back here. Every time I get to come back, it's all love. You know, these fans are dedicated to Monster Jam. They come out year after year and support us. So thank you guys for doing that. And we'll see you next time. Woo!
Bari Musauer, Zombie, your freestyle winner.
Well, it has been an exciting day of Monster Jam action, starting with the Monster Jam pit party and then crowning another BKT Overall Event champion. So congratulations there to Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Well, you still have time to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. We hope you had a great time. On behalf of Jack Farmer and Alex Miniak, I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun. We hope to see you tonight at our next Monster Jam.